Harlon looked at the rows and rows of stasis pods. Who are they? He asked the Terran AI, Gaia. Half are soldiers, veterans of the Council campaign, garrisoned here to train militia, the AI replied, as his hologram form appeared next to him, blazing white robes of some kind in stark contrast to her olive skin. Holographic grass grew on bare concrete where she walked. The other half? Artisans, engineers, scientists, doctors, historians, scholars, the AI replied, as it too looked down the rows of tubes. Your technicians will have the patch completed within the hour, it informed him. Harlon nodded. Then you can wake the occupants? The AI regarded him coolly. I can wake some of them. They will determine who else I can wake. Harlon wondered who the AI would wake. A scientist to help the terraformers? A historian to catalogue the centuries? A scholar to enlighten his own people? Just over an hour later, one of the pods began to hiss. Step back, Captain Harlon, Gaia said. He did, and watched in awe as the pod opened and a human stepped out. It was a head taller than himself, and covered head to foot in clothing. The human's clothing was awash in green and tan patterns. Harlon frowned as he realized the human held something long and black in his right hand. There was a blur of motion, and the black thing was against the human's shoulder. A crystalline emitter stared at Harlon from the end of the black thing. Gaia moved between them. General McComb, this is Captain Harlon. He is my guest. The human spoke, his voice deep and resonant. Friendly? Gaia replied. He nor his people have given me any reason to think otherwise. The human, General McComb, nodded and lowered the thing. Status. Prime facility is operating at 100%. All control links to sub-facilities were cut by enemy action or broken down in the intervening centuries. Last received status reports show them ready to begin operations as soon as the start of command is given. The AI made a sweeping gesture towards the human, whose eyes began to dart back and forth as if reading something. Perhaps they had a cybernetic interface the AI had transferred data to them. Excuse me, Harlon spoke up. The human's eyes stopped moving, then he regarded him a moment. What are you? It asked. I am Maka Khan. The human frowned. Gaia? No record prior to my contact, General. It has been a long time. He nodded. Wake Alpha Squad. He looked at Harlon. You need to leave.